Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Tony here. The reason I'm making this video today is, and let me start by saying, again, a lot of my videos are funny and they're about everyday home life shit and the dumb shit that some people do. But you want to know something? A lot of my videos also are about reality and about everyday issues that we have in life. And, I like to think that some of the things that I share about other people are going through and it helps them get through their day. This morning's video, is about reality with drug abuse, okay? I used to struggle with drug abuse for a long time, okay? I'm in recovery myself, and you want to know something? It never gets easy. It's just you don't do what you used to do, and then you don't have to worry about being in the situations that you used to be in. I ended up having a conversation with a very dear friend of mine's mother, who is, and has been for a very long time, a supporter of anti-drug programs, okay, and rehabilitation programs. Unfortunately, for legal reasons, I can't mention the program that I used to be in when I was younger. But what I can say is that the reason why society is the way it is because of a certain organization called Oasis. Okay? Oasis governs all of the drug rehab facilities in the state of New York. Okay. I'm going to give you a taste of what I went through in recovery when I came up in the ranks of recovery. Okay. When you were in a facility like I was in, and you were overseen by staff back in the day, you had to undergo certain things in order to recover. And there were certain methods that they used to help you realize the error of your ways and how to recover. When you disrespected another peer in the house, okay, and I say the house because I lived in a residential program where it was like a 23, 22-hour lockdown facility, not locked down with jail cells, but you were constantly supervised by adult staff, and, you lived in a house with 25 other guys, and you shared a room with 4 or 5 guys with bunk beds, and you did everything like a family. The whole facility was set up so that you lived like a family. These were your brothers, okay? There were no females allowed. It was all men, all young gentlemen, okay? You woke up in the morning, you came down to breakfast. After breakfast, you had a family meeting. Family meeting, everybody sits in the folding chairs in the living room, and we have morning meeting, okay? Morning meeting is important because it keeps you abrupt on what's going on in society. We'd read from the newspaper every day. The staff, when they come in the morning, they bring a fresh newspaper. We were able to watch the news at night so that we could stay up on what's going on in the community and what's going on in the world, okay? Then we would have jokes during the morning meeting to get the vibe going and keep everybody in good spirits, because sometimes you had new members that came in that were feeling homesick, that missed their moms and their dads and their brothers and sisters and their friends, and they just didn't want to be there, but they had to be there to save their life. So on the weekends, after morning meeting, we would go to a small group where we would talk about our feelings for the day, which was important because you had an opportunity to express how you felt that day. If you were having a hard morning or you were having a shitty morning, you were able to talk about it and get it out so that it didn't affect the rest of your day. Then we go to school, okay, with regular teachers from the Board of Education, and we get educated. And then after school was over at about 12:30, we'd have lunch, and then we go to a group, whatever the topic was, okay? And this was a regimen every single day. so that you learned how to live clean and you learned how to live responsibly. We had to clean the house once a day. Dust the baseboards and clean the tables and mop the floors and vacuum the rugs. These are all things that were structured to teach you how to survive in everyday life. Okay? Unless you've been to a residential rehabilitation program, you don't know. So I'm explaining it to you. Now, when you acted up or you did something that you weren't supposed to do, you were punished and you suffered repercussion, because everything in life has repercussions. Some things are good, some things aren't so good. So I remember I disrespected another peer, and I was handed an empty spray bottle and a rag, and I was put on the side of the house so that I could go wipe the sun off the side of the house. Now, some people would say, how do you wipe the sun off the side of the house? You don't. It's a learning experience. You stand there like an idiot, and you get embarrassed watching all your peers watch you wipe the sun and spray an empty spray bottle and wipe the sun off the side of the house. Okay? It's called an LE, a learning experience. Okay? Or you would be handed in the wintertime a teaspoon and a butter knife, and we had a long driveway, and there would be a garbage pail at the end of the driveway. And you had to scoop the snow onto the butter knife onto the spoon with the butter knife, and you had to walk the teaspoon all the way to the end of the driveway, dump it in the garbage pail, come back and start all over again. That's called a learning experience, because while you're doing it, you're thinking about what you did wrong so you don't do it again. Okay? But here's where it gets fucked up. The Oasis organization, who governs all of these drug rehab programs, have now outlawed all of these treatment methods because they're considered inhumane. Do you want to know who considers them inhumane? The fucking liberals, okay, in this country, and I'll say it again, fucking liberals in this country that want to cry about inhumane treatment and this and that. Let me ask you a question, people. Would you rather not give these people the inhumane treatment that they claim we're giving them and let them go out and stick a needle in their fucking arm and drop dead like what's happening today, every day in Staten Island and throughout the country? Okay? Do you want to worry about hurting somebody's feelings and them learning something from it? Or do you want to not hurt their feelings, not bring them up on what they're doing wrong, not pull them up on the issues that they're doing and what they're doing wrong, and just let them do whatever they want to do? It's come to a point now where most of these people, unless they want the help, they're not getting it. Because most of these kids are mandated to these programs by the courts, by drug court or whatever. And because they're mandated, they don't want to be there. So because they've outlawed all these methods of treatment, nobody is being forced to recover. See, back in the day, if you didn't want to be there, they forced you to recover. And they forced you to learn consequential thinking. And they forced you to learn right from wrong. And they forced you to use consequential thinking so that you don't make the same mistakes over and over and over again. Treatment has come to a point where I believe the statistic is, and I could be wrong, but the statistic is only 40% of 100% of people that go to drug rehabilitation actually recover. The 40% of the people that actually recover are only the 40% of people that actually want to live and survive and learn a better way of life. Okay? 12-step programs. Most people go to these 12-step meetings. They walk in, and by the time the meeting's over, they're going to the cop spot to go pick up drugs because they're not getting anything out of the recovery process, because they're not listening and they're not being forced to listen to the situations of what's going to make them get better. Parents, whether you have a 15-year-old that's strung out on drugs or you have a 40-year-old that's strung out on drugs, tough love, people. Tough love. Turn your back for the time being. Walk away. Let them, God willing, they make it back. But pacifying them and giving them money to go use drugs and make them happy just so that you know where they are and you know what it is they're doing is not the way to do it, because you're not helping your kids recover. You're not helping your loved ones recover. So the best way is to stay on top of them, because I got to tell you, the Oasis organization is not making things any easier, and they're pacifying these people to no end, and the fucking liberals are changing this country daily. Okay? Treatment is not putting people in a residential program and letting them sit around and do nothing. Okay? I remember being dragged out of bed, okay, at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. We all come down to a house meeting, and staff comes out and says, guess what? We're all going to Clove Lakes Park today. Or we're all going here today. Or we're going to a water park. Or we're going here. They don't even do that anymore. They're not allowed because of the insurance laws and because Oasis told them that they're not allowed in case, God forbid, something was to happen to them. Fuck that. How do you put adolescents or adults in a program, in a somewhat locked-down facility where they can't go out, they're subjected to nothing but recovery 24/7, and they have no outlet to express themselves or to enjoy life? How do you expect them to recover? They're not recovering. Parents, loved ones, this is why your kids and your loved ones are going out and they're relapsing and dying. This is why. Parents and family members of these loved ones that have drug problems, reach out to Albany, reach out to the legislature, reach out to all of your congressmen and your senators, and ask them to get involved in changing these humanity laws with Oasis. Okay? Oasis. Yes, it's spelled just like the word oasis, like a desert oasis. Yes, it's called Oasis. Look it up on Google. Reach out to Oasis. Tell them your concerns. Share it with them, because I know I have. I'm a very big advocate for recovery. I'm a big advocate for these drug programs. Okay? People, if you live in Staten Island, where I come from, and you're suffering from drug addiction, and you're ready to get help, contact Camelot. Camelot Counseling Centers is located on Forest Avenue. And believe me, under no circumstances am I representing Camelot. I am merely giving a suggestion to the people who may be watching this video that suffer from chemical addiction. Camelot's a phenomenal program, okay? And they help a lot of people. They have programs for adults, adolescents. Reach out and get help. If you know a program that you want to go to, don't hesitate. Don't go out and get that last fix, because that may be the last one you ever have. Go out and get some help for yourselves, okay? People, if you're unsure about what to do and you're watching this video, hit me up on Messenger. Everything we talk about will be discreet. Everything we talk about will be kept between us, and no one will ever know, okay? Because one addict helping another goes without parallel. You understand? You can't keep what you got unless you give it to someone else that needs it. And right now, if you're watching this video and you got tears in your eyes, then that means that you have a problem. If you're watching this video and you got tears in your eyes, then that means you know somebody that's suffering from everything that I'm talking about right now. All of my videos can't be funny all the time. Sometimes I got to bring raw and uncut reality to the screen and show you what's up. And right now I'm bringing it raw and fucking uncut, because the reality is we're losing people every day, not only in Staten Island, but throughout the 5 boroughs and throughout the whole United States. If you know somebody that needs help and you don't know how to help them, I'm always here. Reach out, hit me up discreetly on Messenger. My phone number is attached to my Facebook page. Feel free to call me. I don't have to know you. It doesn't matter, because again, one addict helping another is without parallel. Unconditional love, unconditional help. If you need to talk to somebody, feel free to hit me up. I'm always here. My name is Tomy. And if nobody told you today that they love you, I love you. Because I know how hard it is when you feel like nobody loves you and you feel like nobody cares. So you know what? Reach out, get help. If you're at your wit's end and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then reach out to somebody. Reach out to me. You don't have to know me, and sometimes that's even better. You're reaching out to somebody. If you have a chemical dependency on heroin or pills, reach out. I have connections with some great detox facilities, not bullshit Staten Island facilities. Real deal medical detox facilities that can help you. If you're looking for rehabilitation centers to go get help and fix yourself, and you're not sure or you don't know where to go, hit me up. I help people every day. I send people for referrals every day to phenomenal programs that actually care about you and won't just leave you. And I deal with programs that teeter-totter on the fine line of treatment that Oasis really are looking at because they're not complying with the rules that they've set down because of these fucking liberals. Good, phenomenal, caring programs that actually still give you the treatment that you need. And I won't mention their names because I don't want to get them jammed. So, reach out, get help, get connected, get clean, live life. There's a better way of life on this side of the fence. Stop chasing that next one. God bless everybody. God bless you. And you want to know something? Always remember every day to take a moment of silence for the people that have passed because of this addiction. And give a moment of silence for the people who have not yet picked up their first drug and have no clue what they're getting themselves into. God bless Facebook and have a great day today.